Welcome back, survivors! I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to the Long Dark. For our last episode, we spent the day day and night out in the Forlorn Muskeg at the forge at the old Spence homestead. We've got 18 arrowheads 18 arrowheads forged. They are now here at the Mystery Lake cabin, and we are just about to stock up with food and water and see about finishing up the moose hide satchel now that we're returned and the hide is cured. So that will bring us another 5 kilograms of carry capacity, which will make it a lot easier to move around and get a lot more done. So we're going to see if we can do the full 5 hours now. There we go. And once that is complete, we are going to be very, very well off. Let's see. Okay, we don't have it equipped. So, it's actually 100% conditioned on it now, even with the materials not being the best for use. So now, we can carry 40 kilograms without issue. That is also because of the well-fed bonus we've got from all the moose meat that we've been having. So let me have another drink and figure out what we want to do next. Because we have the accessory, the worn ear wrap we can put away. Nothing's too bad condition-wise for all this, though the ski jacket... Okay, they're actually about the same conditions. There's no point swapping either of those. The rabbit pelts here are now cured. And I've got one there, so I might actually even look at seeing about making up the rabbit skin hat, too. Because we've already got the gloves. They're at 99 condition, so that should be good. Yeah, you know what? Let me just knock this right out, too. We'll make today a crafting day to get a bunch of stuff ready and prepared. Because once everything cures, we might well have close to an entire kit of naturally made clothing. It's like we have the hat, the gloves, we're going to have the deer skin, I think pants and even possibly boots. And we'll have a wolf coat once everything cures there too, so we've actually got a fair bit coming together. But yeah, we'll put the toque away. So we now have, it feels like 14 degrees Celsius with all this on. I don't think there's anything else accessory-wise we really want to hold on to. I could probably look at... we'll put the cured gut away for now. All that, I think... Oh, you know what? I can probably actually leave some antiseptic here. Let me see. Don't want to keep it with the cooking. Don't want to keep it with the food. Oh, you know what? Maybe just to have these all... I know they're low condition-wise, but maybe I'll just see if I can eat them for a little benefit now, then letting them go totally ruined. Yeah, there we go. Probably not the smartest thing to do, but you know what? It at least saves, the moose meat to stick around a little bit longer, and that's pretty good for us. Yeah, so those... I've actually got 4 deer hide now, too. So what is it I can craft with the deer hide? Yeah, it's the boots or the pants. I think I want to go for the pants. Because the boots, I do have the mucklucks on that are 2.5 and 2 and only -3 there. But if I did the deerskin boots, it is only -5 and they're a little bit better, but I think the pants are the better thing to switch out given I'm wearing jeans and cargo pants. So yeah, today might just be we're going to stay indoors for a while and get all of these things put together. I'm kind of amazed how quickly this has all come together. Once you know what you're doing in the Long Dark, you can go and thrive in it pretty quickly. Okay, we'll say 6.5 hours. Yeah, I don't know if I'll actually be able to get that fully done with, night coming on, but... Oh. Okay, we'll actually be able to get pretty close. As the Aurora is now active, that means we could work right through the night if we want to. And again, I'm kind of leaning of wanting to. Oh, hang... Actually, I probably don't even need that, really, with how... Okay, I hear all the bulbs flicking. Okay, not... Yeah, that's one thing I'm kind of want to check out, is like how the trader will operate with us, but it doesn't sound like that's active tonight. I thought I just heard like a little bit of radio static, so I wasn't sure if that was possible or not. Okay, but if that's the case, let's get the last of this done if we're able to. Actually, did I ruin one of my... Okay, that's why I can't select it. I've got... Okay, we'll drop that so it's out of the inventory. That's why I didn't go all the way. I ruined the sewing kit for... Try and complete that. So let's see this.
I'm gonna need to rest soon.
Yeah, I know. Well, oh. Required... Yeah, so Aurora's done. Might as well sleep for the rest of the way if we can. Let's go for... We'll sleep for 8 hours. I still do wish I had a better way of tracking, like, okay, how much time should I try to dedicate to sleeping to let daylight come and we're not wasting it once we're able to do anything with it? Well, from the sounds of it, another blizzard's blown into the area, so being in here doing this is actually pretty good use of all of our time. Oh, actually cancel that. Don't want to go dying of thirst here. Should have checked that as soon as I woke up, but a little too eager to get the things out of the way. There we go. Okay, let's return to that. Yeah, get the pants all the way, and craft. Now that'll help a fair bit more. Yeah, we'll probably switch the jeans out for them. Or maybe I want... Yeah, you know what? We'll wear the deerskin pants on the outside, and the cargo on the inside. So now, what does it feel like for us? 15 degrees with everything on. Our warmth bonus is plus 20 degrees Celsius and plus 11 degrees for the wind chill bonus. Fantastic there, and I think, truth be told, we've even got the last pelt done. So, I again want to check for the mucklucks. 2.5 and 2. 2.5 and 2. So, you know what? I might actually just hold on to the deer pelt. Or the deer hides. Because I don't know... Yeah, you know what? I'll pick it up. I don't know if they'll decay on the ground or not. But maybe I'll hold on to those. Because there might be something else I could put them towards. With all of the maple saplings I've also got, I might want to put them towards the travois. Yeah, I'll transfer all that over there for now. Because what do I need for that? That is... 1 cured deer hide, just got... I might well actually have that too. But I don't know if I want to make that yet, because, like, I don't think I'll be using it too often to start with. Like, I will grab some more... Actually, I'll have and drink. I think the next step will be trying to get a little bit more firewood stockpiled, since I have drained our water supply, and food is likely going to start running a little bit thin now. I know there's still probably a fair few pieces of moose meat out there, but if I'm going through 2 or 3 a day, that's going to be gone in not rather short order. Yeah, nothing in here to really fiddle around with or do. That's old up there. I should find a spot for the replacement fuses, but what about these that are cured? Yeah, these are all cured, so you know what? We'll bring them upstairs. And all these are even cured too. Okay, let's take a look outside. What are conditions like? Is it I can... Okay, I can do stuff out here. Maybe... I do want to possibly avoid getting cabin fever. So maybe what I'll do is we'll stockpile this away and spend a while just harvesting some firewood and getting ourselves prepared to be like all set up in here. It's like, as it stands, with everything that's completed, I have enough to make anything I really want to here. I might even actually, you know what? I'll take all the materials out of here and put them in with the other stuff. I'll leave things like the leather, the hooks, the sewing kits. But I'll use this little cupboard over here as like our materials one. That over, that. Oh, actually, no, I'll take the sticks and put the cloth over. And do I have the fuses? Yeah, put those over here since I've also got the wires over here. And I think that's good for now. I do have plenty more sewing kits and whetstones, so that's fantastic. Gotta remember where my little garbage bin is. I don't think I was using the bowl for it. I think it was down... Or was I using that for this? Oh, come on. You can sit in there. I thought I had a little bit like a garbage bin or container I was putting stuff in up here, but maybe not. Or maybe with enough time it just, like, decays away if it's ruined. Anything in this one that I'm using? Nope. Oh, maybe that's a change. If it sits so long, once it's at 0% condition, it'll just vanish on, like, loading in or out. So the big things I'm after now are, I think, the woodworking tools and a furniture bench right here. This looks like a perfect spot for it. I don't know where I would be able to move that, but I can figure that out in a little bit. But as it stands, I think that is my main focus to try getting. I wonder if I could even see... Alright, right-click to move it. Let's see about stocking you up there. And are you too big to fit down there? Oh no, you'll fit down there perfectly fine. So that's prepped, that's there. Let's head out and see about getting some firewood to replace all the stuff that I've used up. And just prepare. Yeah, it's nice to be coming out here and we can say, not getting cold at all. Oh, just a deer. Okay, I saw a little bit of dark there. I wasn't sure. Yeah, you're fine as you are. I still got enough moose meat that I'm not going to go hunting anybody until I'm pretty low. I also got enough deer pelt that it shouldn't really be... Oh, and even rabbit back. Okay. Okay. I heard something moving. It might have just been the deer roaming around got scared by coming too close to us, but... Also break that down. Actually, I might want to try getting a couple of rabbit pelts curing, just so that way if I do need to repair our things... Okay, that's our hunger. I thought for a second there that was a wolf growl. But yeah, I'm going to see about trying to get 1 or 2 rabbit pelts, just that way. When or if our stuff needs to be repaired, we have the pelts ready for it. Take you. I do want to be a bit careful how far I roam, since we've got the rabbit stinking on us now. You know what? I'll head back in so that way I can drop this off, although it does feel nice to say, like, we're almost at 40 kilograms of carry weight, and we don't have any penalty. We're surviving and thriving. It really will be the case of now, instead of, like, focusing on survival goals, it's more of luxury goals, like, what do I want to choose to do today? Where would I like to go sightseeing? It's not this mandatory of, okay, I need to find this or else I'm going to die. I really need this or it's going to be a lot of trouble. Now, we're really well set. So let's come up here and see what we can drop off. Okay, right. Firewood stock. That's about all I can fit in there. But that's good. Might as well harvest up the rabbit here, and maybe we'll even see about cooking him up. Yeah, get to work. Oh, I did mention I want to talk about, like, the last episode of Wintermute coming out. I'm actually not sure if it'll be an area accessible in survival mode, Perseverance Mills. like, I don't want to spoil too much of, like, any of the Wintermute story, because I don't actually think that many people have played through it who own the Long Dark. And maybe they've been waiting for, like, everything to be done before they get to the story mode stuff, if they do. But to me, with all the stuff it seems to offer, like, it looks to be a pretty well-stocked town site. Milton was kind of like that, but it also looked more like abandoned and dilapidated. This site that's in the teaser looks like it's a variety of buildings that, honestly, if you make it there, you could just live for a while as long as you go, like, out for little bits of wildlife here and there. So I don't know if it'll be a case of it'll be accessible to survival mode, or it'll be you really, really have to work to get there. Sort of like how the Far Territories is, to work back and forth between the DLC maps and the regular base game regions. It's just one where I feel like, depending on, like, how you want to balance out the survival experience, that's an easy one where I could see, like, giving too much would make it trivial. Alright, let me also drop the... there they are. Drop that and that. Yeah, the rabbit pelt we'll put on here. And we'll put the gut curing over here. So 27 and 11, so they've got a little bit of time on those. Yeah, we'll harvest that. So that's even another arrow I could look at making up with our stuff. And we'll put those into our supply cupboard. Do-do. Do-do. There we go. That's all stocked nicely over there. That's on its way. Oh, actually, that's basically ready, so we might as well snack on that. Good. And we'll get a bunch of water going to restock our little box there. I should actually take a look and see. How long will it take to make up? We'll do 3 more. Probably not make them all into arrows right now, but how long would it take to change them into an arrow shaft? 30 minutes, that's actually not too bad. So you know what? I might actually do that quickly. We'll just start with 1, though. That way the rabbit shouldn't burn on there. Yeah, there's that done. We can enjoy that. Get a bunch of water going there and there. That's got plenty of time. Let's get the last arrows made up then. Oh, shoot. That might actually be 1 thing of water boiled right away. Oh, no, got lucky. That didn't go right out on us. Okay, that's good, that's good. That is, yeah, until boiled and until melted. So now I think we want to grab all the arrowheads, the 4 arrow shafts, and all the crow feathers we've got. We actually do have a spraying warning now. And 1 arrow is 1.5 hours, so I don't think I can do that without this one boiling away on us. So maybe we'll see after we've got all the water made up we'll start on the arrows. Because, like, that's actually something that's a little interesting, is, like, you don't have a quiver for your arrows, or, like, there's no option to make something like that up. I don't know what benefits you could say you could get if you used it, but I could see, like, with the 2 accessory slots, maybe making, like, a certain high quiver and, like, say... what benefits would it give? I want to say it would, like, stop your arrows from, like, losing their condition, but I don't really think that's the case of, like, they'll just rot on their own. I think it's only when they're shot they have the condition drop. I was going to say, well, maybe it'd be something like, say, the speed for, like, when you can have another arrow ready for the bow will be faster, but that would probably mean to make that actually, like, a thing, you'd have to decrease the speed of the shots currently using the bow, or, like, that gap between. I'm not too sure. But you know what? Let me get a drink. I'll go out, grab a couple more pieces of that moose meat. And then we'll come back in. I probably should look... You know what? Once we get to level 3 of cooking, I want to make something like those pancakes. I think that'll be a good wait. Oh yeah, we are running low on this now. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's... I mean, it's not an urgent thing, because we still have, like, a few days, but just to see that, like, that's what's left of the cooked moose meat. We've rode that high pretty well for a while. So it's not surprising it's finally catching up that we're going to be out of it soon. Although, I mean, we still have an abundant food stockpile in that filing cabinet, so it's not too harmful. Or nothing too worrisome. Okay, you know what? Where is... Oh, stay on target. That was it. I'm going to research that for an hour if I can.
Me feel tired.
There we go. That's done. Yeah, that's only got 4 minutes, so you know what? That's fine for that. What I think I'll do is I'll just drop all of that here, and in the morning we'll sort that when I can see better. So let's go for 10 hours. Get fully rested, and start a brand new day and see what we want to do with it. Well, I kind of like to be able to say I can actually see the day once it started, but I guess we gotta sleep for a couple more. Where's my bed? There it is. Yeah, I'll try sleeping for another 2 hours. That'll hopefully bring us up to where we want. Balls, can't see much of anything. Okay, that's in order, that's fine. I can't really craft right now. I don't suppose it's going to let me research, is it? Oh, actually it is. That was a decent way to actually kill a little bit of time till actually, like, having proper visibility. So there's 1. 2. Yeah, I think I'm going to want to get a lot more water going here, so... I'll take a couple more of those. And get another fire started. Actually, I think I'll use a stick for it. Try to save the book, since those... I think it's like the highest chance to actually get a fire started using the books, so... I'll try to save those more when we're not in, like, such a good spot. When we're out in the field and expose the elements, that's where the books will come in handy to burn. But for here, we can take the time for using just sticks. Get that going. I should actually try to see if I can find another cooking pot so I have even amounts on both. And let's research that. Okay, that's boiled. Get the next one going. And drop all of that so we can just put a couple more bottles in here. I think I'll try to aim for at least 9 bottles. Save that little guy on us. And I know I was talking about the arrows, but I still think... Actually, I should see how much... Okay, that's still got an hour 8, so yeah, we can read a little bit more. Because I'm trying to mine the water, that's why I'm not crafting the arrows right now. So yeah, I'll take a couple more out. I'll save the fir firewood, because cedar, I think, is easier or a little bit faster to collect from outdoors. There we go. Drop all of that. And we got... Well, there's the 9 I wanted. I think the rest maybe we'll just put in front of it. There we are. And use that. And yeah, that'll be the last of that. And I think that'll bring us up to level 2. Yeah, there we go. Up to level 2, Archery Novice. So now we'll drop that book. I do kind of wish I had a way I could almost, like, put those in a bookshelf to say, like, this is what I've completed reading, and this is what I still have to read. But that one, I think, up there... That one's been read, so we'll put the ones to read closer than these. Yeah, that one I still have to read, but I'd rather save that for when I'm trying to get that last leg of like level 3 to 4, level 4 to 5. That one we've yet to read, so we'll keep that up front. And I don't know if we'll ever get to the gunsmithing bench in Blackrock, but if just in case, we'll hold on to it. Let's have ourselves some food. And a little bit more food. And then some water. And how much time is left on this? 56. Yeah, I could wait for that. I don't think I... Oh, you know what? Actually, what I will do, since I have been crafting a bit, is... we'll clean up our rifle and keep everything in good shape if we can. Okay, actually, that's going to be a while longer, so I will keep cleaning this up. I also do have, I want to make at least one more bow, so the one that I do have, I think, is like 65% condition. It's starting to show like it's orange, so that means it's gone down a fair ways, but... No, it's actually down 39. Probably should have paid a little more attention to that. My bad. Okay, let's see, 1 minute, there we go. That's potable. Yeah, so definitely want to make up another bow. I've got all the arrows I'd like to make up. Though, do I make those here? Yes, I do need the workbench for them. Okay. Almost a case of, I wonder if I should try to make... Have I found a workbench anywhere else? I know I'm going to need the woodworking tools, but I'm wondering if I should try to make an outdoor workbench around here. Even if I could just, like, put it on the porch, where I think the wildlife can't reach me. That way, if I do have to worry about the cabin fever risk... all I basically need to do is stay on the porch, craft anything on that. I'll have shelter right there if I need to duck in if it does somehow get cold enough to worry about it. And it'll still count as like I'm outdoors for it. That might not be a bad plan of action. But yeah, I'll let that die out because it's only got a few minutes left. I think for that, because I do actually have a lot of space on my person, you know what? Let me grab... Oh no, there's the hacksaws. I'm going to take one of those, and I might actually look at going up to the dam. Because I think there were a number of workbenches scattered about it, so... I know it's not the actual tools to make something with it. But if I can go up there safely... I guess maybe safely is the key word, because visibility's not the hottest right now. Wonder if I should maybe just see... I'll see about trying to get some more firewood and wait for a day where I have better visibility. Like, I know I have a fair bit of rifle rounds here. I do want to make up more of the simple arrows for our bow. Actually, what did I unlock now that we're level 2 for archery? Arrow damage increased by 10% and bow sway is reduced by 25. Getting a little bit more familiar with that. But yeah, just so I have better visibility and maybe so I'm also a bit better stocked, after I get a bit more possible firewood, we'll make some arrows and then I'll see about actually following the railroad tracks to the dam this time, since I have gone on foot using the river route. I don't think those are the full limbs. I think those are just the branches you'd break down to get more sticks. Yeah, they're too small for better firewood, so I'll just a couple sticks to stock us up. And I don't see anything along, like, the hillsides here. Might be the case that it's so clear stuff that none of the limbs have really dropped in this area. I know there is the one climbing rope over that way, but I don't want to get that tired trying to go up and down it. So maybe we'll just take a look down. Or actually, no, that doesn't go to the climbing rope. That goes to... I think it's to that little cave we had found. Yeah, Dave's Quiet Clearing. I think that's actually where that route goes. I think it's if we go further down this way, then to our right is where that climbing rope is. In case you haven't noticed, my memory seems to be purely visual stuff I'm the best at comprehending and keeping down pat. Not as much numbers and reading, but like landmarks, certain sites, stuff like that, I seem to just pick up and can memorize a bit better. Not sure why it is, just how it is. Like, if anybody asked me to give them street or directions somewhere and just like going off of street names, I can't say I'd be too much help in all honesty. I'd have to tell them, look out for this store at the corner here, or when you see this store on your left as you're going this way, then you'll want to take the next right, or stuff like that would probably be how I would operate. Although, truth be told, nowadays, I don't even know if you'd have to ask around for directions with, like, smartphones and that. But there we go. Yeah, got all that harvested. Still got them out there, but they should probably leave us alone. We're not getting too close. And yeah, even with hacking up all of those limbs, how much firewood was that? 9 new pieces. Basically completely offset everything we used up. Oh, crap. Well, I think as long as we just stay steadily walking away and we don't try to, like, take a shot at him, he won't charge. Truth be told, we're actually going at such a nice pace, we might outrun him just by walking. And, yeah, fog's really setting in now. I actually don't know if he is still following us. I don't know if I want to stop to, like, confirm that. Oh, yeah, I hear a little bit of snarling, so he is still on our tail, but I don't see him at all. There he is. Oh god, that is kind of spooky. Just silence, then you see that shape coming out of the mist. I also do have to be careful, because we've been in this region... I'll check the exact day count once we get back to the cabin. But we might be starting to get towards the point where a cougar might come into the area. I think how their behavior still works is, after so many days in a row in an area, I think it is, then they appear. That, or it might be just once your survival series or survival save file reaches... Oh, crap. I don't know if this is the way forward and out, or I accidentally took that left to go to that quiet clearing spot. Yeah, the fog... No, this might be the way out. There's a... Okay, is the cabin just going to be back on our right here? I'm actually surprised how far this guy has followed. Okay, yeah, the cabin is right here. And I do also like our cabin has a back entrance. There we go. Or I guess camp office. I thought it'd be more like ranger station, but it's just an office cabin. Okay, let's store the extra firewood we just picked up. Oh, it actually... It won't even let me, like, break that up to, like, how many I want to store over. Hang on. That's a little bit odd. I know it shouldn't let me, like, move the full stack over, but... Yeah, that's a little strange. I thought it would have at least, like, said, okay, you could move individually up to so much, but if you have a total that exceeds the entire carry weight of the container, it won't allow you to move any of it over. Yeah, I think that's maybe one more piece I can squeeze in there. And maybe one more piece I can squeeze in there. Because they're 0.5 per, so yeah, I can get that last one in. Okay. That's stocked up. I guess maybe we'll just put the extra down here. A little bit out of the way, but... Actually, maybe I better keep it up here. I can't quite see it that well down there, and I think I would actually forget and... It'd sit there for the rest of the series. Got a drink. Have to grab a bit more food. And yeah, I think I'll probably look at making some more arrows up. In fact, maybe even spend the rest of the episode just trying to get those put together. Maybe see about trying to get 4 or 5 of them. And then I think I do have to look at hunting something else to start getting more meat stockpiled. I'm going to try to avoid eating wolf meat as much as I can. The last series I played, I think I got, like, food poison, or the parasite risk actually took to full parasites with a 1% chance, so with how good things have been going, I know there's going to be a bad luck thing somewhere. So I'm just kind of paranoid about what's going to set that off. It's coming. I don't know when, I don't know where, but I know it's on its way. It's been going too good for too long with that, like, being what it is. Now, we'll try crafting the 6 arrows. It's going to eat into a lot of our stuff here, but truth be told, we'll probably actually get stopped. Yeah, right there. So, did I actually make any arrows up? Well, it looks like maybe a couple. I think it got too dark to keep working, so... Eat. A drink. And some sleep. Yeah, we'll go for 8 hours again. I feel like the 8 hours is just, like, one of the standard to do. Like, I don't know exact time of, like, length of, like, how long it is dark to daylight. But it seems like every time I've done these 8 hours, it's still so dark I can't see anything. I saw it for a moment. Where is the workbench? Actually, truth be told... Oh, here it is. I just make out a little bit of it in the corner of the window light there. Yeah, that's too dark, and I think there's actually beds right here I'm able to use too, isn't there? Oh, you know what? It's a cheap move, but I'm going to do it. Just using the placement mode to see the outlines of stuff. Yeah, okay, we'll pass time for 1 hour, because if it's too dark to be able to work, it's also probably too dark to read any of the books I've got. Now, can I make up another? No. Now we'll sleep for 1 hour after passing time for 1 hour. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so let's do... We'll do 4 more arrows. Oh, wait, this is actually... I think making the arrows actually aids our archery skill, why this is on the right side here. Yeah, I think it has. I didn't realize that. I thought it was just shooting the arrow was, would have been what triggered that to you get experience. But no, it is. Actually putting together the arrows to use does help for the experience as well. Okay, that's actually nice to know. But we'll put all those away, put all those away, put all that away, because that gives us how many arrows? So we got 7, half dozen, and 1 extra is pretty good. Alright, I want to, though, look at making up another bow, because I know that's going to snap pretty soon. I can't remember if it's 1 or 2 of those I need. And we'll take a few gut as well. God, that's 5 hours for the bow? I guess we'll do it. I'd rather have it ready to go than just, like, overlook it and the bow snaps and I completely get sidetracked because...
I could eat anything right now.
I know how bad I am for keeping to a plan. So there's that done. That in, that in. Everything else is alright. I'll go out, get, I think, the last bits of moose meat. And tomorrow is going to be hunting and gathering. We're going to try to gather the components of a workbench from the dam, and we're going to try to hunt and see about getting some more meat to offset our food stock basically being null now. Our meat surplus, I should say. We do have food ready to go up in the filing cabinet, but I kind of want to just keep working at cooking as much as I can to eventually completely offset that parasite risk of the carnivore meat. It's as soon as you hit that point, I think the game tips completely in your favor. Because to get up that far, That basically means all food, no matter what its condition is, you'll never get sick from it. So you can have anything and everything you want. I'm just going to sleep for a couple of hours. And with that, we will end this episode of The Long Dark here for today. A nice little middle ground, and gives us one more episode to focus on getting a little bit more outdoors done. And it is not called The Long Dark for nothing. Okay, we are good to end this episode right here. Thank you all very much for joining me on this episode of the series. If you did like the video, be sure to give it a like. And if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure in the comments right down below. Until I see you all in the next video episode, survivors, please remember, as always, to take care and stay alive.